Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Esther, and if you're new here, on this channel I share tech and freelance tips that will help you build a successful career. Now today I'm talking about something very exciting. I'm going to be sharing with you how to nail the perfect Upwork profile photo that will get you attracted to clients. As at 2023, there are over 18 million registered freelancers on Upwork, and just saying it out loud is so wild because that means that you're competing with 18 million other freelancers for the same kind of jobs, for the same kind of gigs, and to also get the attention of clients checking you out. The competition on Upwork is so fierce, and every single thing on your profile can make a great difference. So today, that's why I'm talking about your profile photo. How can you ensure that your profile photo is attracting clients and causing them to not just scroll but to click on your profile to learn more about you? I've been a freelancer on Upwork for about 6 to 7 years now. So when I first started, I didn't pay much attention to the kind of photo that I picked. I just picked one randomly from my gallery, and this could have really contributed to me waiting for 3 months before getting my first job on Upwork. I've iterated with different kind of profile photos, and I've been able to come up with the best tips that will help you stand out on Upwork. First off, if you're not familiar with the back end, the interface that clients see when they're trying to find a freelancer to work with, I'll quickly share it with you. When a client comes on Upwork and they're looking for a freelancer to work with, when they type in whatever service they're in need of, Upwork brings back the list of freelancers that fit that criteria, and then it's just a list. Your profile photo is one of the first things that they see. So if your profile photo doesn't look good, then chances are they would even not click on your profile to check out and read more about you to know if they would hire you. So you can see that because your profile photo is one of the first things they see, you want to ensure that it looks really good and appealing to anyone checking you out. Without further ado, let's jump right into tip 1. The first thing that you should bear in mind before picking any profile photo is to check the quality of the photo. Does the photo look sharp? Is it clear? Hope it's not blurry. Does it look pixelated or not? So you want to ensure that the quality of whatever photo that you're picking as your profile photo on Upwork actually looks good. When it looks clear and crisp, it presents you in a good light, unlike when it looks distorted or blurry. Most of the time, a client will probably just gloss over you and skip and keep scrolling when they come across a profile photo that looks blurry. So what should you do? As a rule of thumb, I always say it's best to pick a photo that is 500 kilobytes in size at least. This will ensure that the quality of the photo is preserved upon uploading it to Upwork. Interestingly, you actually do not need to have a camera to achieve this quality. With your smartphone, you can easily achieve a high resolution photo that looks crisp and is good enough for Upwork. Now, the number 2 tip that I want to give you is to smile. Always wear a smile on your profile photo, and in reality it doesn't have to be a big smile. It can just be a subtle smile like this. I have this profile photo on Upwork that I use, and you can see that it looks very inviting. I'm smiling, right? So this is the kind of demeanor that you want to have on Upwork. So put yourself in the shoes of the client. For example, if you have a list of freelancers and you're trying to find the person to work with, which would you rather work with? Would you work with someone that has a stern and boring aura around them, or would you work with a freelancer that has a smile and looks more inviting? The answer is obvious. You likely go with the second person. So this is exactly how it is on Upwork. Clients do not know you. The first thing that makes them feel like they connect to you is your profile photo. So you want to ensure that it looks very inviting and you wear a smile. This goes a long way in even making you instantly connect more with your clients, right? So what you should do now is pause this video, go back on Upwork and check out 2 things: the quality of the photo that you're using, and check out how you look. Are you smiling, or is it a boring photo that you have there? If you cannot check this too, then that means that you probably need to tweak and update your profile photo. So moving on to tip 3, you want to dress the part, right? So even though your profile photo just shows your shoulder up, it's important that you look the part. I know that in your head you're likely thinking,
this probably doesn't matter,
but I can tell assure you 100% for a fact it does. I have a client account on Upwork, and most of the time when I'm checking for a freelancer to work with, subconsciously I'm just also looking at, their appearance. Do they look good? Did they take time to present themselves as professionals? Most of the time I find out that when a client doesn't look good or doesn't present themselves professionally, maybe what they are wearing, I most of the time just keep and just scroll. I do not, click on the profile to know more about that particular freelancer. If I do this, that means that a lot of other clients also maybe think like me, so you want to dress the part for whatever service that you're offering on Upwork. And you don't necessarily need to wear a suit to look good or professional. It can just be a simple polo t-shirt or even a button-down blouse, and you're good to go. You already look professional. The number 4 tip I want to share with you is good lighting. So lighting goes a long way in capturing a very quality photo. So most of the time, if you have poor lighting, that's when there's a lot of shadow on your face, and this is not what you want when it comes to your profile photo. You want to ensure that it looks good and your photo adequately captures your features. I always say natural light is one of the best sources of good lighting. So this may just involve you staying in front of a window and taking a picture there. Most of the time you want to avoid harsh sunlight. So harsh sunlight, like 12 noon to sometimes 4 p.m. the sunlight is very harsh, and this will also cast shadows on your face. But you want to look for that time that is probably very early in the morning when the sun is just rising, right? Or just before the sun dawns in the evening, when there's sunlight but it's also not harsh. So go out or stay in front of the window and take a very good photo. And if you're in a studio, then there are lights and there are photo boxes that would just cast a very good amount of light to your face. You want to ensure that the quality of the photo that you're putting on Upwork looks good, and lighting goes a long way in helping you achieve that. When you combine good lighting with a great camera and a good smile, it can really help you look your best. So tip 5 is a very important tip. Even if you do not implement any of the tips that I've talked about earlier, you do not want to miss this one, right? Tip 5, I would just say that it's ensure that you crop your profile photo appropriately. You want to ensure that the main focus areas are visible, that is your shoulder up until your head, with enough head space above. When your face is visible, clients can instantly focus on your facial expression instead of your entire body. Upwork and other professional sites like LinkedIn always use headshots, and you know what a headshot is. A headshot is literally a photo of you with your shoulders upwards. This is the kind of specification for your profile photo that you want to have on Upwork. When copying your photo, always use the rule of thirds. So the rule of thirds really is divide your image into 3 parts, horizontally and vertically, and then place your head and shoulders at the intersection of these lines. This will ensure that the image looks balanced and your main focus areas are visible. Now to my last tip. Not many people know this, but you want to use a plain background or a very minimalistic background. If you realize that you have a very good profile photo but maybe the background is busy and clustered, what you can do is take the image to Canva, right, and then remove the background in Canva, replace it with a white background or a light colored background, and you'll see how much this image instantly looks professional. With all I've said, you can see that it makes sense to invest in a very good profile photo on Upwork. Immediately, you may not instantly see the rewards of having a quality photo, but over time you realize that you're probably getting more invites to jobs, more direct messages, and eventually getting more jobs on Upwork. If you found this video helpful, consider giving it a thumbs up, subscribing to my channel, or dropping a comment below. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video.